How much does it cost to live in New Zealand in 2024? Before starting this, you should know that New Zealand is in the list of the 20 most expensive countries in the world to live in. That said, let's get into the video. I usually go grocery shopping about 2 times per week. We are 2 people in the apartment. We live in the center, so it literally takes about 5 minutes to walk to the supermarkets. And we don't really need to make a huge grocery every week. I just go and pick up the fresh ingredients that I need for the next 2-3 days, and that's it. So here I have the list, and now I will tell you what I bought and how much I spent. Beef steak, $12.05. Chicken breast burgers, 2 pieces, $6.90. Grated cheese for 500 grams, $9.90. Prosciutto serrano, 85 grams, $8. Then we have toilet paper, $7.49. Sponges, 2 pieces, $3.30. Condoms, $29.99. I hope YouTube doesn't ban me this video. Toothpaste, $4.49. White vinegar, $2.60. Camembert, 125 grams, $3.49. And peanut butter, this is the brand Fix and Fog, $5.90, for a total of $94.11. But I want to give you some more examples. So the other day I wanted to make a nice breakfast at home, some eggs, fresh bread, but I wanted to buy the bread in the morning. I forgot it was Anzac Day, so I went to the supermarket and it was closed. I went to a second supermarket and it was closed. All the supermarkets were closed in the morning, they open at 1. So on the way back, I saw a bakery. I decided to go in, and I bought 2 pain au chocolat and 2 ciabatta bread. Everything costed $27. The pain au chocolat was $6.50 each, and for the rest you can do the maths. And coffee usually costs around the same price, $6-7, depending on what you order. If we would have decided to have breakfast out instead of at home, the same thing: eggs, sourdough bread, maybe some avocado, a juice, and a coffee. It would have costed for 2 people around $80-90. Drinking out, how much does it cost? So beers can be quite cheap, but be careful because there are some brands that are quite expensive. On the other hand, cocktails cost about $20 each, but spirits can be a little bit cheaper, especially during the happy hour. You can find them at $12, so not too bad. Eating out in New Zealand is expensive. The other weekend we went out for a birthday. We had a normal dinner. We spent about $230 for 2 people. There was some alcohol in there. We had 2 drinks each, more or less, and you can count that about $80 of the full thing. But to let you understand what we eat, the quantities were okay. I was full at the end of it, but I simply had 2 bruschetta this big, with some capsicums and some bread and hummus. My partner also had the same 2 bruschetta with a capsicum. As the main, he had meat, and he also had 2 or 3 croquettes, this small, with ham and cheese. The main problem here in New Zealand is that we are far away from everything and everyone. Most goods are imported, and when there's a shortage of a specific product, prices increase substantially. For example, at the end of 2022, we had an egg shortage. Not only in the supermarket, especially the small ones, it was difficult to find eggs, but also the prices were very, very high. Another example could be this past December, we had grapes at $15 per kilo. Pretty crazy. A good tip that I can give you if you are moving here to New Zealand is to go grocery shopping in the evening, just before closure. Sometimes there are all the items that they didn't sell during the day, but they are expiring soon, so on the same day or the next day, are on sales. So for example, last week I bought a packet of salad for $2.70 instead of $7. Not too bad. But the same applies to meat. Sometimes there are offers at $8 instead of $12, which is good, but at the same time, it's expiring, so you have to eat it on the same day. And what about rent? How much does it cost? A room can go from $210 up to $400 and more. Prices in the last year increased, but I have to say salaries too. When I arrived in New Zealand in July 2022 to work as a receptionist, I was getting paid $23.50 per hour, while now, for the same job, you can get paid $26.50, which is not too bad. It's true, it's been 2 years, it's not a lot, but at the same time, I suppose that it's better than nothing. If you have any questions regarding New Zealand, please leave them in the comments below. I will be more than happy to make maybe a video about it, and check out my channel for more videos like this one. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!